The story of Wreathmore Hollow.
Deep in the hills north of
Grayfen stood a hollow so quiet, the wind itself seemed afraid to pass through. Wreathmore Hollow. They called it a place where voices echoed even when no one spoke. The locals warned travelers to keep away after dusk,
for strange lights were said to flicker through the trees.
and whispers would rise from the earth like sighs.
But when Lyra Grey arrived in the nearby village, she wasn't one to heed such tales.
She was a scholar of forgotten places, a seeker of the unseen, and Wreathmore's silence called to her more strongly than any warning could push her away. The villagers watched as she loaded her lantern,
Compass, and notebook, and walked alone toward the hollow. The first thing she noticed upon entering was the air. It hung heavy and sweet.
like rain that refused to fall. The forest around her was still, unnaturally so.
Every branch unmoving, even in the evening breeze. Yet beneath that quiet,
She felt something pulsing, a rhythm too faint to name, too steady to be chance. She followed it,
as she walked deeper, mist gathered around her boots.
climbing high until it brushed her knees,
Her lantern light bent oddly through it,
revealing shadows that didn't belong to her. At one point, she thought she saw a figure, a tall shape, standing among the roots of a fallen oak. When she lifted her lantern, it was gone.
Then the whispers began. They were faint at first, like leaves brushing stone, but soon words took shape. You hear us, they breathed. You see what was taken. Lyra froze.
The mist coiled tighter, and within it,
Faces began to form, pale and hollow-eyed.
drifting toward her like smoke.
She stumbled backward, clutching her lantern.
What do you want? She demanded.
A voice answered from everywhere at once.
To be remembered, and suddenly the mist parted, revealing the ruins of an old chapel buried beneath the roots of the forest. Cracked stone, shattered glass, and carvings worn to dust. Lyra realized then this hollow wasn't cursed. It was mourning. The spirits were remnants of a village that once stood here, long before storms and time buried it. Gently, she set her lantern down and whispered their names, one by one, reading from the half-broken stones.
As she did, the air lightened.
The mist began to fade, and the forest finally exhaled.
When she left Wreathmore Hollow at dawn,
The villagers said they saw light,
dancing through the trees for the
first time in generations.
Lyra never spoke of what she saw, but every year,
On the same night, she returned with fresh candles, and though the hollow was silent, she was never truly alone.